gentleman from Ohio, Dr. Wenstrup, to strike the last word.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to thank you and Ranking Member Brady for the fine work you did together, and including all of us in that process to get this bill done. And it's my honor to strike the last word on this bill.
Gentleman's recognized.
One of the things that I really want to point out is how much we've increased transparency. You know, I can remember more than once a patient coming to me upset. They made an appointment with me, and when they got to the office, they found out I wasn't in their network because the insurance company kept listing me in their network for about 2 years after I got out of their network. This takes care of situations like that. The listing must be up to date. Patients need to know who's in their network and who's not, especially when we're talking about elective situations. There's really a few things that we want to accomplish with this over and over again. We want to take the patient out of the debate, and we want to incentivize insurance companies to want to have more doctors in network, and at the same time, make sure that we're not incentivizing them to put doctors out of their network where it would behoove them to be in that situation. This is really all about the patient. The other situation we don't want to see happen is doctors quitting taking call. I've seen it happen before in situations where they just can't continue to take call at a reimbursement rate that is no longer feasible, and they would leave hospitals. What actually would happen is the hospital would start paying you to be on call, whether you saw a patient or not. That does not drive down costs, folks. And that's a problem when it comes to access to care. So I think this has been very well crafted, and I look forward to continuing this. One of the things that's in the bill is a two-year review, that we look back and make sure that those unintended consequences are not happening. Because if they are, then we need to address that. When I first got into practice, before I got into a large group, I took over a practice of a doctor retiring. And he one time said to me, he goes, "I always found that patients got better as soon as their bill was paid." Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I would say that when patients don't have certainty of that, when they don't know what's going to happen, it creates a lot of anxiety for them. And that anxiety, I can tell you, does not help them get better any faster. This bill will expedite that whole process, and it does it fairly. I have statements for the record that I'd like to include, letters of support for this committee's framework to stop surprise billing. And they're from groups including the GOP Doctors Caucus, the College of American Pathologists, the American Medical Association, the American College of Emergency Physicians, American Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. And at this time, I ask unanimous consent that these documents be submitted for the record.
So ordered.
With that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back. Thank you.
Thank the gentleman.